After a long hiatus, we are finally back. A very, very long vacation, you know? So we back with, the vibes in here, We're gonna add a little extra to the show today. We're gonna give y'all a couple of parlays, overs and unders, Make y'all a little bit of money for just tuning in. So the first topic we got today is thoughts on your team so far. I
Like
know Rel might want to go first.
as far as like expectations and stuff like that.
As
Like what I
far as your team, as the games you watch them play, how your team looking, how you feel about them as the season progresses.
okay, real. If you want to go first, it's perfectly fine, or I'll go first. It don't matter. Or Josh, you can go
You
first.
might as well go first. I don't
Yeah.
know what.
Um. Well, to be honest, like I didn't really know what to expect with this team. Like it seemed like Malcolm Brogdon is trying to like just take the ball over at times, but at the same time though, like he's still trying to be like a system player. But we you can clearly tell that he's not a part of the long term Portland plans, I would say. So, like, you could definitely tell that, like, sometimes he be ball hogging, and for good reason. He's a veteran of the team. He feel like if I'm gonna get traded, at least I'm gonna show my value. But as far as like my expectations and what do I expect, it just seemed like they a real young team. They got pieces that they trying to figure out who's gonna be the long term pieces, who's gonna be the short term pieces, and where we going about to go? Who's going to be the franchise guy? Is Aiden going, actually make a leap now that he should have and he has been at least off as far as rebounding. He's been rebounding his ass off. And he's been playing pretty good defense, but his offense I thought was going to take a leap since obviously there's not really nobody stopping him from like going off. Like you should be able to get your shots off and average to me nothing crazy of like 18 and 10. That's not crazy for him to average that. So the fact that he's not getting the shots, but as far as expectations, I don't want to take too much long. But not as far as expectations, I don't really have none. I'm just happy that my team is. It seems like it's competing at least in certain games, and you can just tell that we have a very immature squad.
How you feel about Shane Sharp?
I like Shaden Sharp, and I've said this plenty of times. The what like before we got live, I think that you need to give him the reins and give him the freedom that they've been giving Scoot. Don't get me wrong, Scoot has definitely gotten improved game to game, but he got too much freedom. I feel like they should need to reel him back more and give Shaden the ball and give him more freedom to create and do what he needs to do as far as figuring it out. Because I feel like once he figures it out, it's really a wrap.
You think Shane Sharp is the best player on your team currently, and the offense should run through him?
No, I don't want to say that because Jeremy Grant sometimes when he's like consistent, or I would say more consistent in than Shaden at this point in his career. Shaden is kind of really up and down sometimes still as a second year player, and there's just other players that I feel like overall they're just more consistent on a game to game basis. I wouldn't say Shaden, but if you talking like potential, who regardless of whatever, I would want the ball in Shaden's hands game in and game out.
Well, all right. What do you think? How many wins you think your team getting this season? The Blazers.
Um, uh, I actually got them. Appreciate you. I got a bet that they win in specifically 30 to 33 games. If they win between any 30 to 33 games, I'm good. So that's pretty much what my expectations was. But honest to God, I can see him winning 25 games as well. Like I don't expect him to win that many games this year.
I feel. I feel. Let me turn my
It
camera
is
off.
my Josh. This might be just straight audio, and just put it out, so we can just revisit. Cause swear to God. Oh, also I got Spurs. I got Spurs. I think winning like 35 plus games as well, because I was talking to Cousins, and we put like $1 down on it, and it was like plus 600. So I put $1 down on it just to see. what may hit or what may do. So we'll see. But yeah, I also got other bets. Like I know we was talking about teams, but as far as like Jason Tatum, hold on, I got my camera. As far as Jason Tatum winning MVP, I doubled down on that. I remember I put $1 on it, and it was plus 700. Now I checked the odds like plus 650. If they keep playing like they playing, he gonna win the MVP this year, bro. So
You
get on
got him
this
over
free
Luca.
money. Yes, bro, I really do. Cause no offense, Lucas team like he's gonna push them and he gonna definitely be in the conversation. But I think people gonna look at the team record and look how great Boston has looked and go give the nod more to Tatum than Luca, especially if they have just a better like say if they got first,
Mm.
best record in the NBA at the end of the season type shit. Yeah, I honestly think that Jason Tatum would win the MVP, but just because he got the better team and they got the better record, things of that nature.
And that man Luca been playing out his mind. And the in
Bro,
shape Luca is scary, bro.
I mean, if you just put like a bet on points, rebounds, assists, PRA, and it's the over on him, you made a pretty good money, bro. You making pretty good money. That's all I need to say.
Luca been hooping all season. That man is on different time, different level. He tired of people disrespecting him.
I mean, yeah, but Luca, I just feel like he on revenge, not a revenge season, but he just doing what Luca do, like 30 points, 8 assists, 8 rebounds, and he gonna carry the team. Hold on, I'm passing the ball.
And man, my Thunder, they looking nice. I like the way they looking. Chet, and listen, man, he rookie of the year. He over Victor. I said what I said.
I don't know about that.
Give me
Because
Chet, man.
if Vic got another like the thing about the Vic is he and I felt like he hasn't even reached his full potential, and of course he hasn't. It's only been less than 10 games of the season, but I just feel like the Spurs gotta just be like veterans. Like I know y'all want to get off. Everybody gotta try to get off, but y'all need to start looking for Vic because there are times even still they seem like they were reluctant to give him the ball. They still reluctant to like to cave in as far as like understanding that we need to develop this young kid. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they, of course, you're not trying to think like that, and you trying to make millions yourself in the NBA. So I don't knock it, but it just sucks that the fact that like I feel like he getting like the LeBron treatment when he came to the Cavs. You know what I'm saying? I'm not. They all like I. We need you to win. We need you to win, but we don't fuck with you, in the sense of
Yeah,
like we don't want to pass you the ball. We don't want to concede that you probably want our. If maybe not one of our best players, if not the best player right now, you definitely gonna be the best player in the next year or two. There's no doubt about it. So the fact that
like
like, what I'm saying, that's I
from
think
the games I watch from Vic, right? He don't demand the ball in low post. He playing way too high. And then the way Greg Popovich, last two games, I say he's unleashed him, but for the most part, he's been playing through like Keldon Johnson or David Vassell, who's hurt right now. So Victor should get more scoring opportunities.
he should.
But
He should.
but Victor really should be the man of that team.
It's gonna take time. It's gonna take some time and just getting people right and getting people to understand their roles pretty much. That's what it is. Once you get cats to understand their roles, it's easier to like, be like Victor the number one. And if you don't grasp that, you can kick rocks. Like it's real easy to
Yeah,
grasp that. So but nah, Luka got a chance to win MVP. I think bro, I don't know about Chet. I just think rookie of the year is a wrap, bro. I just really think it's a wrap. You waiting for the bus, sir? You waiting
I
for the
think the
bus for
only
Max?
real difference is that Chet has to play well. He has Shy, who's the number one option, so he doesn't get that full green light that Victor's getting.
Yeah, but I still feel like Chet, if he showed like just a impact, that's where I feel like he could sneak up and win Rookie of the Year. if like Chet shows that like his defensive presence, maybe score like 10 to 12, early, like pre-teens type, or early teens in points per game, 12, 13 points per game, get a couple block shots, average 8, 9 rebounds, and show impact on the court. I think that'll help him long as far as running rookie of the year more than anything else. Because of course, you just like you said, he's not gonna get the touches. He's not gonna get, that same opportunity as Vic. But I would say like you still your impact will can't be ignored if you know what I'm saying. He just got overall impact.
Is Victor a better version of Bobo?
Yes,
What
a
Bobo should have
thousand
been?
percent. Like I hate to say it, Bobo, like he just ain't Vic, bro. If you watch basketball and you just have eyes, like Bobo has flashes, and don't get me wrong, there are good flashes, but he's not a Vic. Like respectfully, he's just not Vic. There's
Can
levels
we
to this
say
when it
that
comes to basketball.
Bobo was the prototype and Victor is the finished product?
I would say that. I would say that. I have no problem saying that. Like no problem in that comparison. If somebody was like, "That's the comparison that I see," like I wouldn't be mad at that type of comparison at all.
Do you see what do you think the difference is in terms of their skill sets?
I would say just Vic is more, just a better overall player. Wait for the max now. Thank you. Just he's just a better overall player. He just got more to his upside and has already shown what he can do. Like I'm just big on the eye and just what I've seen. Like no offense, like I just feel like he's Vic still got more 30-point games in him. Like in multiple, that's gonna be like 20, 25 plus. That's gonna be the norm for him at one point in his career. As long as he get the touches and the opportunity. I don't believe that Bobo still could give me that type of production just off opportunity. And if he does give me that same type of production, is that never gonna be of the likes and of efficiency, and it's not gonna be winning type of basketball. Like just Bobo is just not that type of player that you build around, and he's shown that in his career. I don't know what people think about or why people keep harping on, oh man, I just believe Bobo gonna be this and or the potential. Like people are still talking to me about Brandon Ingram in potential. Like fam, he's been
Yeah,
in the league. He's been in the league for 7 years. At one point, you just got to acknowledge and understand what a player is, and that's not a knock to him. That's just hold on, hold on.
hey, I've been trying to tell y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all again. In terms of skill set, Bobo and Victor the same thing, man. We gotta stop telling the lie that we never seen Victor before or something like Victor. Before Victor, it was Bobo. Come on, we gotta be honest with ourselves. We gotta tell the truth here. If you want to say Victor had the greatest potential, I get to understand. They both great handlers with the ball.
Uh-huh.
They're both unicorns. Yo, yo.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I gave.
Okay.
Are the Phoenix Suns frauds?
Uh, I would say they're frauds
I know it's
because
early, but
I wouldn't say they're frauds. They haven't had their full team, but it's not the my whole problem with this whole super team thing was it just never pans out. Like think about it. Since Kevin Durant joined, the last super team we've seen panned out was the one of likes of when he was at Golden State, and even at the end they had dealt with injuries. And every super
mm,
team that we've tried to they've tried to concoct or put together has dealt with injuries. And you seeing the same thing with them is you deal with the injuries. And I just think that the injury bug is going to clamp or do more damage to them than anything else because now all of a sudden you also got to depend on secondary players to carry the weight of two superstars or two stars. You know what I'm saying? So, like, how much more do you think Kevin Durant got in him to carry that type of production on a game in and game out basis at his age and at this stage of his career? I just don't think that's realistic. This is not Kevin Durant that was on the OKC Thunder or Kevin Durant that was even the beginning of Golden State. Like, he's gotten older. To think that he's about to play 34, 35 minutes a game, 36 minutes a game, and still have the energy or capacity to, you know, have energy in the playoffs and then still, like, don't get me wrong, if Booker Booker and Bill come back and all of a sudden can give him some type of break, okay, now we talking turkey. Now we talking something. Now he can take a little break, take a little back seat. But if he got to do this throughout the year, he's one of them only primarily stars that's healthy. That's not a good look for what they trying to do.
Nobody knows when Bradley Bill come back. His is still
Has
unknown.
he even has he even played a game as a Sun yet?
Nope. He hasn't played the game yet. Only Booker and KD has been playing for these what
And
7 games
then when
so far.
I put money on Booker, they voided it because he didn't even play that game. I had Booker for like 7 assists or something, and they voided that because he didn't even play. So yeah, it's not a good situation. If I'm a Suns fan or somebody who put money on the Suns to win the NBA championship per se, I don't like my chances right now. I just don't.
I
Like
never
you
believed in this
can't
team.
you can't like you can't fake or can't like just talk about certain camaraderie.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta actually go out on the court and create certain camaraderie. Oh, where you like the ball, certain things and certain habits. Okay, I like going right or I like going left. Like certain things like that are just schemes and defensive schemes. Like, okay, bro, we play this team. This is what we expect. You can't say any of that situation or do any type of homework if you're not playing together. There's no preparing. That's one of the parts of the playoffs is preparation. Like, okay, this is what they threw at us in the regular season. They probably going to throw at something like that, something similar to this, or it's going to be something very wacky or something totally different. So we going this is the scenarios we going to come up with. Just like in football. Like, okay, they ran a 3-4 last time they played us. Okay, we should be getting ready for some 3-4. You know what I'm saying? That's how I look at basketball. And the same thing, like you can't just skip over the preparation part. So like that, I just don't like the fact that they haven't played a lot together. That's scary to me. If I'm thinking that's why, no offense, I wasn't big on the Suns either, and that's why I'm not big on the Bucks. You just can't just put talent
Yeah.
together and think like, oh man, this is gonna just garnish the championship. Like y'all got to go through growing pains. You got to go through certain things all season. Certain things like that. So
Funny thing
how do you
about
think?
the Bucks, since they got Dame, they are worse offensively and defensively than when they had Drew Holiday. I know it's a small sample size. That was just a stat I saw.
I just hope that Dame get it together for the simple fact that like you can't you this is what you wanted. I've said this to plenty of times before even we got this going. Like Dame is in a particular spot that I just wish he wasn't in. Because at the end of the day, if it's championship or bust for him and for the Bucks. Because at the end of the
Hmm.
day, people gonna say if it never worked out or he never got a championship with the Bucks, then oh man, see I told you, and you put a champ. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying
Hmm.
saying this year. Just say his whole tenure there as a Buck, however long that is. If you don't win the championship there or wherever he goes next, God forbid, it's gonna be like so. You wanted a chance to win a championship, and you clearly aren't the guy to win a championship as unfair as they may be, you know what I'm saying? This is the best roster he's been on. So I just think like it's championship or bust for him. That's the only negative about the Buck situation.
I still had the Celtics as the best team in the East, but they championship will bust as well. If they don't win it this year, I think you might got to blow up Jason Tatum, Jalen Brown. You might got to trade JB.
At first, you know me, I said that like the year they went to the finals.
Hmm.
Hold on, the bus is passing. I don't know. Uh, but yeah, I said that the year that they went to the finals when they had that slow start, and it was like having like damn near a 500 record through January or through December or whatever. And I was like, I don't know if they gotta trade your boy JB. He was like, how they gonna trade their best player? He was going through that whole bullshit. And I was just like, man, I don't know. And then they turned it around that season and they went to the finals. I just think it's one of them years that they gotta make it. They gotta make another splash. They gotta make another deep run. And it can't just be an Easter Conference. They gotta go to the finals. They gotta be really competing. You know what I'm saying? And really get close to winning the championship for the Celtics to actually believe that they got something here. It's not just enough to make a Eastern Conference Finals no more, in my opinion. Like if the Boston got knocked out in the Eastern Conference Finals to the Bucks, Jalen Brown's getting traded.
No, I agree. Who would you trade Jalen Brown for, though?
I don't know. That's something that the GM will talk to because you know what I'm saying. Like you don't want to be put it on Front Street because then you don't get the equality, the best offers. You kind of want to
Hmm.
do it on a hush hush. The best deals are on a hush hush. Like, hey man, we trying to get rid of this player. I know you need a shooting guard, so what can you give us? Like,
Hmm.
and you talk, but if it's known through social media and you know, like, you know, and you may not even start the season, but you want to find the best deal possible. That's the point. You don't want to rush a Jalen Brown type of player. Unfortunately, I feel like he still got his offensive game needs to take a leap, but like I still feel like he can be somebody you can be a number three or number two and still be good.
Hmm.
The problem is, are you cashing in on him to be that on a consistent basis? And that's where you got to pretty much put your chips in. And Boston did that. The question is, they probably not feeling like they're getting a good money or good return on their money for uh, for investing in him.
Hmm.
So right now they like we trying to figure it out and trying to see because if they do win a championship, they feel like okay, all money is worth it just winning one championship. But at
Hmm.
the same time, if they never win and they never get close to it, you know what I'm saying, and never win another, never go to another finals, or even you know what I'm saying, get close to win another championship, then that's another. You know, I don't think they feel like that's some money's worth, and they will try to move JB quietly, but it's hard to move that type of player quietly. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So that's another problem. So yeah, like I said, if they got to win a championship or at least make a finals run, or JB is going to be traded.
Then they're gonna give him the boot.
Bro, they're gonna give him the boot. You can't boot Jason Tatum. Like he clearly showed this year that like I'm the better player. Like respectfully, I'm the better player. Like more consistent. Just I'm just the overall better player at this point in our careers. But I do need a tandem in a running mate. I do need help to a championship. I can't just win by myself.
It's also a fact.
Do you work in the
Shout
building,
out
ma'am?
to James Harden, the
Ma'am, do you work in the
greatest
building?
man to stand on business, bro.
Hold on, bro.
Hmm. Shout out to James Harden, man. He stood on business, man. He forced his way out of another happy situation. James Harden just ain't never gonna be happy. Does he even care about winning? What is his legacy? What is the James Harden legacy? What does that look like? Because as far as I'm concerned, his legacy is very much shot. Like, will he be in the NBA next season? Maybe a mid-level exception or a role player? I don't like this move for the Clippers. I think it's a horrible move. I think they didn't address what they really needed to address, which I think they needed a big man. They get a big man? No, they went to go get James Harden. How does James Harden fit on this team? We will see tonight. According to Tyronn Lue, Russ will be at the one, James Harden at the two. because Russ is the better playmaker. James Harden's a better shooter, which in basketball makes the most sense. But James Harden's not that guy. I mean, like he was in Brooklyn. The Brooklyn situation, I understand with the whole Kyrie, COVID, and the vax thing. So I understand why he wanted out. Nobody's mad at him. You leave there, you go to Philly, you go play with Joel Embiid, an MVP caliber player. You stay there, you don't even you don't even see a conference finals. So what do? You cry and pout this season, talk about I don't want to trade. I don't like Daryl Morey. He's a liar. He's a snake. Blah blah. This, that, and the third. Force your way out. Stand on business. I ain't gonna lie. Stood on business. Force your way out. To go to the Clippers. Is James Harden ever going to be happy playing basketball? Like, I just don't understand. What more does this man need?
What do you
He
mean?
he like James Harden forced his way out of Philly.
Right.
To me, Philly was a good situation. I don't Joel Embiid, James Harden's hard. It's a good situation to me. But then you force your way out to go to the Clippers, and then when the things don't work out in Clippers, what are you gonna do? If they don't work out,
I
because
mean,
this is contract year.
I think that's another reason why he wanted to get out, but like that still doesn't equate to like that. I get what you mean. I don't know, bro. To answer your question, I think after the net situation, like I didn't know what to expect from him. Like real talk, I'm being dead serious. Like he got traded to Philly. Even myself, I'm like, they at least making the Eastern Conference Finals. Nope, they didn't do that.
Second round exit.
So like, you got to look at certain things and just be like, you know what? You got to look yourself in the mirror. At the end of the day, I think he's trying to like find the best situation possible to win a championship at this point. But it's like you only got so many wiggles, man. And then like they said, like Matt Barnes said, you only got so many wiggles, and you're gonna really talk yourself out the league. Because at this point, you gotta think everybody is also growing up. Respectfully, like what team would want James Harden in their future, even for the year or for future plans? There's not too many teams. There's not too many teams at this point.
I
How you doing? What's going on?
I don't know what James Harden gonna do after the
Yeah,
season,
we
man.
have a leak on B1 here.
It's hard to say
Okay,
what he's
so
gonna do.
great buddy. Oh yeah, I can see it. Okay, thanks. You're welcome.
Hold on, my job is going crazy.
Nah, you good.
Oh, but bro, I just don't know what's going on with the James Harden situation.
James Harden is never gonna be happy playing basketball. I think that's what it comes down to. I don't even think he really wants to play. At least Jokic, I understand doesn't want. Jokic doesn't is particularly fond of basketball, but yeah, he's a walking triple double easily. Like he's easily giving you 30, 15, 8, rolling out of bed, not even trying. Now you could tell after like his prime years, he's probably gonna retire. Like he doesn't really take basketball serious. And when you that dominant, don't take basketball serious, it's scary. Because imagine if he did take basketball serious and how better of a player he would be. And James Harden's cooked, man. GG's. Hey man, if y'all make sure y'all hit that like button, subscribe, all that good stuff, man. Me and Rose working on the show. We're gonna bring y'all parlays the best over and unders, man. We're gonna get y'all real right and have y'all win some money, you feel me? We got a good NBA slate tonight, man. Let me see what the
My
NBA
phone telling me
slate
to my
looking
boss. Don't end the show, please.
like.
No, but like as far as the James Harden situation, bro, like I said, I don't know how a person could be or try to be happier in the situations that he has in. And yeah, I don't know about what other situation or what team he could be on, or what else situation would be best for him.
The in-season tournament kicked off. I'm not a fan of it. I think it's pointless.
It's corny. It's honestly corny.
And yeah, the jerseys are horrible. The courts where it's hurting my eyes, especially for that Nuggets and Mav games. My eyes was hurting me. I felt like I was going blind. The jerseys are horrible. The worst jerseys I've ever seen in my life. No creativity, no none. Looked like a toddler just threw paint on the jersey, and they said, "Here you go." I don't even get what's the point of this in-season tournament. This ain't FIFA. This ain't soccer. Like, it's not European soccer. Like, if you're gonna do something like this, you gotta do it for like a draft pick at the end of the season or near the end of the season, and do it for like seeding for the playoffs or something. Make it worth something. So I feel like a lot of players are low key not taking it serious. They faking it to make it. It's just a waste of time, and like I don't know what the NBA be thinking. It don't count toward no stats. 20 years from now, kids are really gonna be talking about the in-season tournament MVP like it actually means something, which is crazy to me. So if I don't win an NBA championship, I'm a mid-season tournament winner. What does that mean for my legacy?
I mean, I don't. I think the NBA just kind of brings some type of excitement to the league, but at the same time, I just feel like if that's the case, then like you could do other things. I don't get it. I don't get the whole incentive. I don't get why they did it. I don't get it. Like if y'all want to have an in-season tournament like soccer, the only positive I could possibly see it, Josh, is like say a young team who ain't never say maybe you have up and coming team like the Thunder for example.
Mm,
They need playoff experience before getting to the playoffs. The in-season tournament can give you some type of playoff experience as far as like the intensity of the games. The games actually have some type of weight on it, and you may get from far as a team perspective, you can actually learn something from those games and be an actual type of kind of like simulation of the playoffs, if you get what I'm trying to say. Like it's
yeah,
not the playoffs, but you get a similar type of vibe like playoffs. So you get to kind of experience what playoffs is like for a team that may not have no playoff experience or don't understand there's a difference versus regular season and playoffs, and 50,000 or there's 20,000 people standing up and making a lot of noise. It's a totally different vibe, and defense is just overall better. You play overall teams better. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying if a young team was to make a deep in season playoff run or in season tournament run, then yeah, I can see how the experience alone can help a very very young team. But if you're telling me like the Lakers, they're like get the fuck out of here. Like they got enough veterans on their team. They don't like there's nothing that benefits them by being the in season tournament champions. Like get the fuck out of here. But that's not like I said. That's the only positive I could possibly be thinking about from a coaching and from a fan's perspective. Like maybe I feel like my team is on the up and up, and maybe this experience can propel us. So whenever we do get to that point, they're not nervous or they're not foreign to what kind of playoff basketball is similar to like because they've had a similar experience to it. Like they're like, okay, this is what playoff basketball is like. I need to amp up my whatever. You know what I'm saying? Or I need
mm,
to figure out this or this, even coaches. So that's what I look at as a positive. But real talk, other than that, like the end season tournament to me should be teams that's like the Rockets, teams that suck, respectfully. There's no team that should be like a championship. If you believe that a team could possibly win a championship or make even a semifinals or make the playoffs, they should never. That's why that makes no sense to me. They should be in the in season type of tournament, not a team. Not every like the Bucks shouldn't be in there. Like Denver shouldn't be in there. If you get
because
what I'm
what
trying
happens
to
when their
say.
star player gets hurt in one of these stupid games, pointless games that
Exactly.
meant nothing?
Like that's to me, that's what I think about. Like, come on now, bro. Y'all could have did better as far as like an idea, in my opinion. Something could have been y'all could have did something better than that, and it could have been a better idea, in my personal opinion.
I just think uh, the
I'm not a
courts is
big fan.
horrible. They
Not
make
oh
my
yeah, the
eyes
courts
hurt.
was trash. The courts was trash, but we ain't got to talk about that. I'm just glad the NBA is trying to actually do something. But like I said, you could do other. There's many other ideas. No offense, this ain't it.
Like for me, to deteriorate tanking, right? You take the bottom teams and they have to play for their overall draft pick. And like if their players are healthy, they have to play. There's no excuses. They should have them play for their overall draft picks for the lottery at least to
Uh,
deteriorate tanking.
the
Like have like an in season tournament like we got, and let's say the Rockets and the Hornets play the championship game and the Hornets win. They get number one pick, Rockets get number two pick, etc. etc.
I mean, that's a good idea, but
Then if you trade away picks, that's your fault for being goofy.
yeah, I mean, it just depends. Like I said, if it's up to me, like like I said, you get one of these young teams, you play the in-season tournament, y'all win, then you be able to go to the actual, you get a automatic playoff seed. I like that idea. But like I said, it should only be for young teams or teams that you think that don't make the playoffs. Maybe the Rockets have a horrible year. Like say they completely suck the entire year, but for some reason they click in the in-season tournament, they win the in-season tournament. Yes, they should be able to play in the playoffs.
I'm not mad at that.
Like I feel like they deserve, no matter what they record, they deserve to be in the playoffs. Like they earn that right. Give them the AC, and then whoever is the 1 through 7, then that's 1 through 7. But that's just I don't get. Like I said, I don't like the in-season tournament. I'm not a fan of it. Trash, Bashara, throw it away.
Also
If you
need
gonna
people
give
put
it
some
in-season,
respect on my boy Dylan Brooks.
man, bro,
I was
we
told
ain't
he
gotta
was
talk
trash,
about.
he garbage,
He
and
not
he
trash.
out
He went
here
to
hooping.
like that. Dylan Brooks is always gonna have a special place in my heart. He went to Oregon, so he always gonna
See,
have a special place in my heart.
you wasn't on
But
Clubhouse and TikTok for these conversations rules. They was talking
but
crazy.
but at the same time though, like I ain't gonna lie to you. I thought dude was headed to China, but I also
Oh
thought
my
like
bad.
somebody in the NBA gonna want defense and want his energy. So I wasn't ignorant in that. But like you know how it is, bro. The NBA don't like a certain player, don't like your play style, or don't like the rep that you have, bro. You could be out the league just as quick as you got into that motherfucker.
My whole
So
problem with the Dylan Brooks thing was that people did not keep the same energy for Draymond. It's cool when Draymond do it. Now when Dylan Brooks do it, it's a problem. So I guess
because
winning, that's
the
a winning
only
bias thing.
yeah, that's why. And you know why people gonna say it. Like Draymond Green got kicked in the nuts yesterday in the game. I was happy as a motherfucker. Like, I'm a bitch. It's like, bro, you can't just start kicking niggas in the nuts. Might have the tables to turn. But like at the same time though, like people think them type of antics is gonna actually like get you somewhere or something of that nature. No, you just piss people off. You just look like an asshole. Like respectfully, you just look like a dick.
And
So
then
I
them
don't,
Grizzlies, ooh wee. Mm.
man, bro. The Grizzlies finally won. They beat my Blazers last night. Shout out to them. I'm glad I didn't bet it back to back because I bet it already. I was talking stuff to my homeboy Star, who's from Memphis, and I was like, he was talking shit, talking about we gonna win today. We gonna win our first hood. I said not today, possibly tomorrow because it's hard to win, beat teams back to back unless they like completely trash. But even then, it's still hard to win. But I was just understanding that like I'm not gonna fall for the trap, so I didn't bet it, and I'm glad I didn't because I would have lost money. But no, they in trouble, and it's looking like they might not even make the playoffs because if they
mm.
if they miss so many games and they are behind so much in the standings, it wouldn't matter
especially in
what
this
Ja
West.
do. Yeah, especially in the West, it wouldn't matter what Ja does. And that's what I was trying to explain to my boy Star. I was trying to explain to him like this can't like don't look at it as a quote unquote down year. Y'all get a high draft pick possibly. Y'all get another player to complement Ja, complement y'all team, possibly even become another like really second role player because that's what y'all really need. Y'all really need Ja
Desmond
to
Bain.
actually learn. No, I mean I like Bane, but the problem with Bane is like he's undersized and he when defenses can hone on him and give him like a lengthy defender, he's not the same.
Mm-hmm.
Like a real lengthy defender that can move his feet, keep up with him, make shots tougher for him. Most of that's in the NBA. And when you play against a playoff team, you just gonna face a 6'4", a 6'6", 6'7" long wing defender pause and have to deal with that on a every possession type of thing because the defender, the coach is going to tell the defender, your job is to stop their second best player.
Yeah.
That's your job for the entire series. I don't care if you score a point. I don't give a fuck if you go and get a rebound. Your job for the entire series is to slow him down. It's to slow him down. I don't care what you do. So that's why I don't like Bane as a second player. I'd rather like him as a third or fourth option, somebody that you may not need to rely, like an X Factor type of player. I don't need you
Mm-hmm.
to get 15, but if you got 15, that'd be great. I don't like Bane like, oh man, I need you to get 20 every night, even in the playoffs where defenses hone in on you. I don't like that type of situation.
I mean, Memphis is.
But that's why I say this year that player could be another wing player where Bane could possibly take over the offensive load more, and then the player that they draft or get another player or get players. They really need a big that can score. That's really what they need. No offense, Jaren Jackson Jr. should have already developed the offensive game by now, but he just hasn't for some reason. And
Mm,
for some reason, they keep thinking that getting old players like no offense like Steven Adams. Steven Adams is a good player as far as his role, but he's not an offensive type of player. You just can't get a ball to Steven Adams and be like, go cook. You gonna lose. So like that's what I
sound like
mean.
you
They need
talking
to
about Evan Mobley.
I'm disappointed in Evan Mobley. We can talk about him too. That motherfucker's supposed to already develop his offensive game and he hasn't. Let's be honest. Like he should already have an offensive game to the point where you give the ball to him, he can go cook. He can't do that right now. He can't do that right now. You
They
you
are who they
can't
are, as they say.
you can't. But the whole point when he got drafted, Evan Mobley was like, he's a good defensive player. Okay, we get that. Your offense should have caught up by now, or even came up. Like I feel like, what are you doing in the offseason? Like you can't even give him the ball and like he's a quicker, bigger, like he's quicker on his feet and he's
Mm-hmm.
lanky. So why don't you use more like watch more Chris Bosh tapes, watch more Tim Duncan tape, watch more Amari tape. People who had, especially when they were younger, had the vicious first step. You can use so much and do so much just off by face up, and you defender is kind of like shaking in his boots because it ain't like Jaren Jackson can't shoot. So why aren't you just facing up, shooting over people, or banging to the point where you bang and then get a shot that you like? It's not hard. Or just use your overall speed. He can dribble. He can do 2 or 3 dribbles and get to the cup. Just get to the box and do what you need to do. But it just seems like he's not comfortable to do that every day and a day in and day out. Like he's just not comfortable. And I can't help coaches can't help with that type of thing or help with that type of drive. Either you can have the drive to be like, give me the ball and I'm about to kill you. And I've been working on my game and I'm so comfortable to the point where it don't matter if you put Michael Jordan in front of me, I'm gonna do the same move. Like the move that got me here. He don't have that right now. Like that's the problem because you don't have nothing to counter off because he has no setup. So it's same with Evan Mobley. Like, bro, you should already be like to the point where I could dump the ball off to you on a high block. You face up, take 2 or 3 dribbles to either get a foul or get a bucket. You're way too
Mm.
skilled, and you should be way too skilled and way too dominant at this point. Like Evan Mobley been in the league for what, a couple years now. I ain't trying to be too harsh on the dude, but he should be
So,
developed
bro,
more than what he is at this point, especially offensively.
I think this is the best ever movie you'll see. I don't think
And
you'll
if that's the case, that is crazy because that is horrible. Evan
been
Mobley
in the
should
league
be
3 years.
Evan Mobley should be averaging at this point in my personal opinion. There's no reason why Evan Mobley shouldn't be averaging 15 and 10 in my opinion, personal opinion. There's no reason. Bro, you can get 10 points just off putbacks. Putbacks and dunk into the rim. So to get 5 more points off a 3-pointer, which he's shown that he can shoot that, maybe not consistently, that would need work. But he at a point where you just inept offensively. There's no reason why we should be having conversations about why are you underperforming offensively. All right, what picks do you have for the people before I gotta go?
Who we got? Who we got?
If you want me to tell you my picks, I can tell you. I got
What you got
Klay
for two?
Thompson. I got Klay Thompson 20 plus points. I got
He got
I
6
got
already.
I got Chet on a double,
They ain't play yet. They
and
about to play.
I got Vic. I put Chet and Vic as a double as a parlay. But if you want to just put Chet or you just want to bet on Vic, that's perfectly fine. Either one is good money or good odds. Vic, I think, still at the odds right. At least if he's still not playing right now, the odds is going to be probably like plus 125, plus 135, somewhere around there. I would
Jalen
say,
Duren has 0 rebounds in just the first quarter.
how much time is left?
Let me see.
So you may be right on the under. You may
It's
be right on the under,
3:37
bro.
left in the
Oh
quarter.
yeah, you might be right on the under. But like, hold on. Can you still hear me, Brody?
Yeah, I can still hear you.
Okay. So these are the plays that I got.
What you got? What you got for the good people?
Joel, this is all a 6-pick parlay. Joel over 10.5. It's all rebounds. Joel for 10.5. Victor over 6.5. Giannis over 10.5. Rudy over 8.5. Giannis over 6.5, and Jokic over 10.5 as a one parlay. Then I got the Clippers and Lakers in the money line parlay. 2 picks. It'll be plus 220, 276. I would bet like a tenth of your bankroll, maybe like nothing too crazy. Same with this bet, the money line with the Milwaukee Bucks and Boston Celtics. Boston Celtics, be careful. I personally took a chance with this, but even if you think that if you think the Boston Celtics may lose, I would just change from it for the Timberwolves. They are favored, and it's with no KP, so they have a good chance to win tonight. I just think that with Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, them two probably be too much for them, and maybe they'll be over enough to overpower them for a win. And I just think they overall better team, so that's why I think that. Plus, I'm still betting, still hoping that with my 10-0, they can still go 10-0. So that's what I'm also betting on. That's another long shot bet though, so that's the only reason why I bet on the Celtics because I think they're gonna go 10-0.
Jamal Murray's hurt. He has a hamstring injury, so that means Jokic's gonna have to pick up a lot of scoring.
And this is another like double up bet. Jalen Brunson under 5.5 assists. Ben Simmons to get 8 rebounds. And then my the other Victor double and Chet double. Yeah, that's all my plays for today. That's all my plays as of today. That's the only thing I'm playing.
You don't got nothing for NFL?
The NFL for tonight, nah, bro. Like I told you, like the NFL today, bro, so wacky with picks. And plus, like after yesterday, after I hit a plus 600 on the odds, I'm chilling.
I
Like
took Austin Ekeler over for receiving yards at 32.5. I took Brees Hall over for receiving yards at 20.5. I took Garrett Wilson over for 66.5 receiving yards.
I
And that's
would
it.
say if I had to give some advice, go Brees Hall anytime touchdown. If you want to add that, because usually, especially if they're in the red zone, usually for some reason they give him the ball. Like if you want me to get more data on that, I should have looked at the data and I can actually confirm it. But I know the data sheets. Cody Brown, shout out to Cody Brown Vets. He gives data sheets every week, so I could just check the data sheet, and I'm pretty sure Brees Hall is going to be like he gets most of the carries in the red zone. So he's gonna, if they get in the red zone, expect Brees Hall to get a touchdown. And which I think that especially if they get close, yeah, like underneath the 10-5, yeah, he's gonna get a touchdown. But again, do you have actually faith that what's the Jets quarterback's name?
Zach Wilson.
Yeah, do you actually believe Zach Wilson gonna actually get that damn close to the end zone? It's yet to be seen. So we'll see about that. Cause Zach Wilson, man, I swear, sometimes I'm like, man, I should have bet because there's times where he actually outperforms what Vegas think he didn't think he do, but then he'll vastly underperform what Vegas think he gonna do. So that's what sucks about Zach. Hold on, give me 2 seconds. Give the people the rest of the picks that you have.
So that man, Brees Hall in the end zone is 49.7% attempts and 43.5 rush in the red zone.
Okay, bro. Would say that again? I might lay that down.
So Brees Hall, right? Where is it? For rushing touchdown attempts, he has 49.7 rush share. For just attempts in the red zone, no, 43.5 in the red zone rushing attempts. And just rushing attempts, just regular rushing attempts, he had 49.7. In the red zone for targets, Brees not even on here. They don't even target him. If they like you said, if they down in the red zone, they're probably running the ball.
Yeah, because they're not trying to throw any picks near the red zone, especially with Zach Wilson. So they definitely gonna run the ball.
The Jets, for some odd reason, is a pass heavy team. They pass 60.8% of the time.
Oh, bro, Steph is cooking Detroit. He already got 16 in the first quarter. Whoever puts Steph to maybe go crazy tonight, they pretty much probably gonna make some money. But this is the thing I don't like about Steph. He'll go crazy in the first quarter. And it's kind of like,
oh, Steph got 16. Yeah, I took the higher for his points.
Man, you good. I just need Clay to get 20, and I really made some money today.
Clay has, how many points does Clay have? Because I got him on like 2 tickets. He has 6 currently.
What quarter is he at?
First.
Okay, that's good.
24-26 in the first, so it ain't a blowout yet.
Man, that's the only thing that I be hating. If it's a blowout, Jesus.
And you know, they just be right there. You just need one more of something, and they be right there.
Nah. They just handling the league.
Yeah, I need Victor to be unleashed. I don't know what he's doing. 2 points, 3 rebounds. That's all you got? Sir Thompson looked like he might be cooking my ticket, but we'll see as the day goes on.
That's the only lays you got for tonight.
Man, I got like 5 of them tonight.
Okay, so
I got Portis over for points, rebounds, and assists at 16.5. Yeah, I got Klay Thompson.
6.5.
16.5 for points, rebounds, and assists.
Yeah, that's a good bet.
Klay Thompson over for points at 15.5. Vucevic over for points, rebounds, assists with 32. Chris Paul over for assists at 6.5. He has 2. Zach LaVine over for points at 24.5. That's one ticket. Ticket 2 is Asor Thompson over 27.5 for points, rebounds, assists. He has 2. I don't know what he's doing out on that court. Steph higher for 27 points. He has 16. Victor over for 31.5 points, rebounds, assists. He has 5 currently. Jokic over points, rebounds, assists at 50.5. And Tyrese Halliburton over for points and assists at 33.5. He has 14. Then I got that's ticket 2. Ticket 3, DeAndre Melton, higher than 3.5 assists. Jimmy Butler lower than 20.5 points. KCP lower than 10.5 points. Ben Simmons higher than 8.5 rebounds. Jalen Brunson under 5 assists. DeJounte Murray, ticket 4. DeJounte Murray over for 10.5 points and assists. Jalen Duren under for rebounds at 11.5. He currently has 0 in the first quarter, which is nuts. THT higher for points and rebounds at 16.5. Giannis higher for points at 26 straight. And Tyrese Halliburton over for 21.5 points. He currently has 10. Then NFL is Austin Ekeler over for receiving yards, Brees Hall over for receiving yards, and Garrett Wilson over for receiving yards.
Okay. Good luck, my G. We need to
I just
start
need
doing
one
this
ticket
more
to hit.
often. Bro, if you want to do a daily betting show, like I said, bro, we can do this every day. Like every day we talking about bets. Every
I
day.
could,
And I wish we could do it. We on Twitter and YouTube and all that shit. So like
that's a fact.
right now, my longest parlay right now, Joel Embiid, I got 10.5, and he got 6 already, and it's the first
For
quarter.
boards,
Yes.
who they
got 6
playing?
and he playing the freaking Wizards.
Oh God, yeah, Gafford is cooked, so cooked.
And then Victor, I got him for 7 rebounds, and Victor already got 3. So we good as far as the rebound parlay. And then, like
Joel
I
Embiid should
said,
hit that by the end of the second quarter.
bro. And then I got, like I said, I just need teams to win. The favorites, Bucks in Boston, and then I got another two team. I felt like I put another 2 teams. The Lakers. I swear I got the Lakers. Yeah, the Lakers. I only put $5 down on that because I just really believe that I don't have no faith in the Lakers or the Clippers. I don't care if they what. I just don't, bro. Like when the Lakers is on my ticket, I really be nervous. Like I
They
really be
are
nervous about that.
still relying too much on LeBron, and that's not
Bro,
good.
no offense when I be trying to tell people, where do y'all be getting this Anthony Davis gonna win MVP shit? Like respectfully, as long as LeBron is number 1 on his team, he's never gonna win an MVP. Like I was trying to explain that to people. Like respectfully, and there's nothing to knock Anthony Davis knocking like his talent. But bruh, y'all relying on a nigga that's almost 40 years of age. Like that's crazy to me. That is stupid crazy to me. Like that is
Like,
crazy.
and the Lakers might be cooked, low key. I don't know. Let's see how the season go. What's his name? Gabe Vincent is already hurt.
And they was already kind of talking about how much depth they have, but everybody been injured. And y'all still heavily relying on Anthony Davis or LeBron James and Anthony Davis. Like it's too reliant on them 2 people. No, and that's not a recipe for the whole season. That's going to garnish to me a real playoff run like last year. I think the fact that LeBron got injured, he was able to rest, and they had to come back, help the team, and then obviously they revamped their roster, which also helps. But like if you telling me like this is the best that they got, like I'm not sold.
You're not buying it.
I'm not sold, bro. I'm not buying it.
I don't blame you at all, Rose. I don't blame
Not
you at
buying it,
all.
bro. Not buying it.
I thought the West. I don't see no team that could beat Denver. I'll be honest. I have yet to see one.
I mean, I got Denver to win a championship this year. I put $1 on it. There was plus 600 at the time. So I put it. I'm thinking about saying the odds again, but I'm pretty sure the odds just dropped. Even at 450, you put $5 down. That's still a nice little odd. So I might have to, but it also depends on they health and Jamal Murray and other people. Like you know what I'm saying. But as far as the team goes, as long as they're healthy and rolling before the playoffs start, I'm like you. I don't see no too many people that can beat them in a 7 game series.
The Clippers could have done something if they didn't freaking trade for old boy.
I mean, bro, they just kind of
I mean,
fucked
the
that whole
Clippers are the
situation.
Clippers. I get
They
that,
fucked
but
their whole situation up by to me with that trade. Because what is Terrence Mann there for now? Like he like nigga, y'all traded my nigga, traded for this nigga. My minutes is never gonna go up. Cause like think about it, every single time Terrence Mann is supposed to get minutes, something drastic happens to the roster where like Lou, I think he was there for no, he wasn't there for Lou. I don't think so. Maybe he wasn't that back that far enough. But like when they had all them guards, okay,
mm,
man, Terrence Mann, he about to get minutes now. And then they trade for like, you know what I'm saying, Paul George is like, okay, he should get minutes now. And then they trade for James Harden. Oh yeah, he should get minutes now. Like, nah, bro, I don't think you ever gonna get minutes. If I'm him, I'm like, bro, let me just figure this out so I can figure out another way to become a free agent and get a bag. Somebody gonna pay that nigga.
oh yeah, that's definitely fact. He gonna get
Somebody
his
gonna pay
bread.
him. Somebody gonna pay him. The question is like, bro, why y'all holding that dude back? If y'all clearly think that he not that dude, y'all don't. If y'all clearly think he that guy, y'all don't make that trade for James Harden. That's just me personally.
Like I said, like I told you, I don't think they address their problems. I think one of the biggest problems, yes, they do play iso ball a lot, but I think the biggest problem that they have is no big. Zubac is good and all, but hey, they need bigs. That's their biggest problem. But Ty Lue loves the small ball lineup, boy. I tell you,
But at what expense you gotta make? Just be like, you know what, this ain't working. And no offense, like your biggest test or your biggest the team that's gonna give you the most problems has a big that's gonna give you 25 and 10.
hmm
So like you better get bigs. You better even get bums to foul like they used to do for Shaq. Just might as well. Like we don't care if you do anything else. Just play defense because we need more defense. We need to tire this big man out. That helps our chances. Throw as many
I
bodies
get,
as you can at Jokic. That would be my game plan. Honest to God. Give me like a player like just a Mason Plumlee, somebody who could just give me good on their feet, just give me energy. Like I don't care. Like you score a bucket. I just need you to literally play good defense and slow him down. Tire him out as much as you can. And then literally give me 2 or 3 Mason Plumlees, 2, 3 like bigs just to foul so I can just tire him out. You don't get a lot of free
sound
throws, don't get me wrong. But
sound like you
again, I
gonna
would
get
that's
Shaq.
bro. All I'm saying is, bro, I don't. You just need bigs. If I'm, that would be my game plan against Jokic. If I'm an opposing coach, because it's not like you gonna have even Rudy Gobert is a great defender as a big. He even get cooked on a, if you put him on an island with Jokic all game, he gets cooked. So if you telling
Yeah,
me he gonna get cooked, everybody else gonna get cooked. There's nobody in the league that ain't gonna be able to get cooked in that situation.
well that's
He's
factual.
gonna get cooked. So that's where I would say like throw different bodies at him, maybe switch it off from man to zone. But then again, Jokic is such a great passer. He's such a good person of acknowledging what the defense is gonna do. He'll just carve your ass up. Like he'll just call you want to play zone? Okay, I'm just gonna sit here in
Find an
this
open
pocket.
man every time.
I'm gonna sit in this pocket and then find an open man. And next thing you know, you're gonna get at the zone. Okay, you playing me single high or there's no really help down low. I'm just gonna punish whoever's behind me, and get a foul or
Mm.
go to the line 1,000 times and get him in foul trouble to the point where you're going to have to sub him out. And
Yeah.
next thing you know, I still got an advantage no matter who guarding me. I have an advantage no matter who's guarding me. I don't think people realize how special or how unique that is when you have that type of player on your team, to the point where you just like give him the ball. He got the mismatch 9 times out of 10 on every game. Like, no doubt about it.
That's facts. Well, this Knick game and Clipper game started, so we gonna end the show tonight. So make sure y'all
All right,
tune
man.
back in.
Trust
All
me, I'm
right,
trying to get
roll.
real. All right, bro. I got on the camera to say what's up. Thank you for tuning in, y'all. We'll come back in a couple of days. All right, yo.
All right, we out of here.
All right, go.
Mm, 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 mm.